Welcome to the 700 Club. It's one of the worst attacks against Israel since the war began. A Hezbollah drone struck an IDF base yesterday, killing 4 soldiers and wounding dozens more.
The strike came as the United States announced it's sending an advanced missile defense system to help protect Israel from Iran. CBN Middle East correspondent Julie Stahl has that story.
A drone strike at a base dozens of miles inside Israel killed 4 IDF soldiers and wounded 58 others Sunday evening. Ambulances rushed to the scene to treat the wounded and take them to hospitals.
It was a difficult scene. The impact of the drone strike caused serious injuries due to the blast and shrapnel.
The drone reportedly hit a base cafeteria at dinner time and exploded without any warning siren to alert the troops inside.
We will investigate how a UAV can breach without warning and hit a base.
After this devastating blow and following Iran's recent attack with 181 ballistic missiles, the announcement that the U.S. has sent an advanced air defense system is welcome news in Israel. Along with it come 100 U.S. troops to operate this complex machinery. One such battery can knock down 72 ballistic missiles. Asked why he's sending the battery, President Joe Biden answered simply,
"Defend Israel."
The threat is not only from the air, but underground as well. In southern Lebanon, IDF leaders showed reporters the tunnels where Hezbollah terrorists could prep unseen for a hidden invasion of Israel just across the border. Defense Minister Gallant says once Israel has cleared out Hezbollah, they won't let the terrorists back in, so more than 60,000 Israelis can safely return to their homes near the border. In 2006, the United Nations guaranteed its UNIFIL peacekeepers would make sure Hezbollah didn't pour into southern Lebanon and threaten Israel with terrorists and missiles. Instead, Hezbollah has established a military infrastructure there with weapons, troops, and tunnels. Some of those underground passages are just yards away from UNIFIL bases. After Israeli strikes against Hezbollah targets wounded nearby UNIFIL peacekeepers, 40 nations that sent peacekeepers are complaining against Israel. Benjamin Netanyahu says their anger is misplaced.
Instead of criticizing Israel, they should direct their criticism to Hezbollah, which uses UNIFIL as a human shield.
And he has a message for the UN Secretary General. Immediately get the UNIFIL forces out of harm's way. Julie Stahl, CBN News, Jerusalem.
Well, UNIFIL has quite clearly failed in its mission, and its mission since 2006, create a buffer zone, a weapons-free zone, that no rockets would be there, no terrorists would be there, certainly no tunnels underneath into Israeli territory would be there. But here you have a tunnel right within, just a few hundred yards of a UN watchtower. And you go, well, why in the world would you want to stay there and be a human shield? It makes no sense at all. The ideology here is really deep, and I saw a report yesterday where Hamas, before October 7th, was taking water pipes. Now, here was the EU donating water pipes so that the people of Gaza would have fresh water. What did Hamas do with those pipes? They dug them up, they cut them into pieces, and then turned them into missiles so they could fire them on Israel. When you look at the staggering numbers that have gone into the West Bank and into the Gaza as, quote, humanitarian aid, it's $16 billion over the past 7 years. And it's mind-boggling that we would want to keep doing that, because clearly none of that went to the people. It all went into buying arms, trying to wipe Israel off the map. We should stop funding this genocide, attempted genocide against Israel. We need to stand with her. It's the only democracy in the region. It's the only place where you have freedoms. It's the only place in the Middle East where Christianity is thriving. It's all because it's a free and open society. These are our friends, and it's our closest ally, and we have to stand with them.